Hi guys, today we will be going over how to alter our X and Y axis and how to create a dual axis. So let's go ahead and just start with a blank sheet and open in our Tableau. And in this example, let's say we are a company and we want to measure different variables in our departments. So go ahead and just grab our departments pill and we're going to drag it over into rows. And let's go ahead and say in each department we want to measure employee satisfaction. So just go ahead and grab that pill. Grab that pill and we're going to drag it over into columns. And because this pill is measured by sum, it's going to skew our data a little bit because each department has a different amount of people. So for example, production has a very high volume of employees while admin has a very low amount of employees. And this is going to skew our data a little bit. So in order to change it from sum to average, we're going to click this pill, drag it over into filters. And this little filter field is going to appear. Just go ahead and click average, hit next, apply, and then OK. Now grab that filter and select it into columns. You can tell we're on the right track because it's measured from a 0 to 5 range, and that is what the satisfaction was measured out of. Now let's go ahead and talk about how and why we would want to alter our X and Y axis. So we would alter these things to better present our data or to improve our visualization so our viewers can better interpret our data and what we're trying to communicate. So in this example, we're going to go ahead and edit our X axis. And in order to do that, go ahead and just bring your mouse right over the X axis and double click. Now, this little field is gonna appear, and what you can change is the title, you can change the range, so maybe instead of from 0 to 5.25, you wanna measure it from 0 to 6. But in this case, let's go ahead and play around with the tick marks. So the automatic tick marks are measured in 0.5 intervals. Let's say we wanna go ahead and measure it on each interval is, go ahead and do 1, or 0.25 is a better example. So you're just going to go ahead and click fixed, change tick marks to 0.25, hit X, and we can see that automatically changes to our range. This tool is really nice because you don't have to hit OK or apply. All you can do is hit the X and it will automatically translate to your visualization. And if you play around with it a little bit too much and you don't like what it came up with, you can go ahead and just hit this back button and it will undo what we just did. Now let's go ahead and talk about how we create a dual axis and why we create a dual axis. So dual axis is super helpful if you want to measure two things on your independent variable. So in this example, we have our departments and we have average employee satisfaction. Let's go ahead and say we not only want to measure average employee satisfaction, but intention to stay. A dual axis would be super helpful in this because then we can measure the two variables up against one another. This helps you see any discrepancies between each variable. So what we're going to do is just grab our intention to stay pill, and we're going to just drag it above our top x-axis. You're going to see this black dotted line appear, and you're just going to drop your pill right on top of it. As you can see, now we are measuring two variables, intention to stay and average employee satisfaction. The only problem with this visualization is it is still measured in sum instead of average. Another way to change the measurement from sum to average is just click this white arrow that's pointing down, and you're going to go over to measure and click average. This automatically changed our visualization and what it's measuring. The two dots are there. Unfortunately, that employee satisfaction and intention to stay, most departments rated them on the same or are very similar. So the blue dots are just covering up the orange dots. But if you wanted to change that and better improve your visualization, you could just alter your X or Y axis and change the tick marks or change the range for it as well. But I hope that helped. Today we went over how to alter the X and Y axis and how to create a dual axis. Thank you guys so much.